I'm also, oh, I'm gonna shower quickly after this, but it shouldn't be loud. Good evening, everybody. Do you on the other lights? Okay, so I would add her to the live now. Hello, everyone. So I'm waiting for our guests to come on.
Hello.
Hello. Yep. Hi. I am
Hello.
well. So I
How
thought
are
you will
you?
be. I thought you were going to be joining from the Adonai Collective page. So
Um, I just believe that my personal page
okay,
has better
okay, that's
influence.
fine. Okay, that's great.
I
Oh,
don't
on
have
that.
many
Okay,
followers on
okay,
Adonai
that's great.
Collective.
Yeah. So how are you doing? How's been your weekend? Yeah.
Very,
So I
very good.
apologize,
Thank you.
everybody. I had issues with my phone,
How are you?
so I just had to change quickly.
Okay.
But we're back. Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah,
I'm glad you were able to
absolutely. There was no way
quickly
I could reach
pivot.
her. I even wanted to use one of my friend's phone to send a message that I've not disappeared though. There are a lot of things happening behind the scene. But hey, thank God. Yeah. So for the benefit of everyone watching, my name is Miriam. I'm the founder of Canada Vendors. I have a guest with us. She's going to introduce herself. Today's topic is about building brand visibility. As a business owner, we all know that visibility is key. Without visibility, you're not in business, because how do you get your prospective clients to get to know about your brand? So I'll have her to introduce herself and talk about her brand. Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Adedoyin Motara. And if you're listening today, I own a couple of businesses, but my main mission is to help women generally to live fuller and more expressive lives. And that's why, we started Adonia Beauty, to help women look and feel good. We started Adonia Image Consulting, basically to coach women into confidence and to help them with their style and styling consultations and, basically how to speak and how to present themselves. And then we recently started Adonia Collective. Adonia Collective is a collective of Black women. So Black women's businesses are in one space, right? And that I really started that because a lot of us businesses lack awareness,
Okay.
including mine, right? And we think people know about our businesses, but a lot of times it's in the community, it's
Okay.
in the
Yeah.
same circle, right? And I believe that our businesses need to be out there because we when I see some of the products that people create, I'm just like dumbfounded. Like these products are
Yeah.
not just for family and friends. They are for the general public. They are for white, black,
Okay.
Jew, like everyone needs to see it. And that's why I'm pushing for our products to be in malls where people will naturally go to buy stuff so that people can at least touch and feel our products and know that there are products
Oh,
like
that's
this in the
great.
community.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, when was the collective, when was it founded? Like, can you give us a background? Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
I will give you a backstory. Back in 2020, when COVID hit and everyone was like, "What do we do now? What do we do now?" I remember then I launched an online course titled "Create a Profitable Beauty Brand in Calgary," something like that. Create and launch a profitable
Okay.
beauty
Okay.
brand in Canada. Yeah. So I actually, yeah, in Canada, because I wanted to and I realized that people were scared of, oh, I don't know if I create my product at home, will they catch me? People were not launching their product out of fear. People didn't even know what to do. People had the dream, the desire, but they didn't know what to do. So I created that course. It was very affordable. We had about 12 women on that
Wow.
course from all over Canada, some in Toronto, some in Montreal, different places. And after that course, a lot of people began to launch. Some went the private label route, some, some that wanted to produce from their house understood the good manufacturing practices in Canada and all of that. And they started launching. And the next question I got was, okay, now we've launched, how do we sell? So we do like community launches where you launch on a day, you can do like a 5K sale, a 10K sale, but after that day, people realize that 3 months, 6 months into them, there are days that there are even no sales. There are months that there are no sales, right? And that was when I started to tackle that problem, right? I started to tackle that problem, and I said, you know what? I'm going to start selling shelf spaces at Adonia Beauty, so you guys can bring your stuff. So I had brands like Areli Beauty, Celestina Scent, those were some of the brands we launched from that program. Victoria Skincare, those were some of the brands we launched from that program, right? And so they started renting shelf spaces at Adonia Beauty. And then, those were all beauty products, right? So after then, so many other people selling chin-chin, selling spices, selling other things wanted to be in the space. And I'm like, it's going to defeat the purpose. This is Adonia Beauty. It's okay for them not to just say Adonia products. It's okay for them to see other beauty products, but they can't come in and to a beauty store and start
buying chin-chin.
Buying spice,
Yeah, I can imagine.
Chin-chin, buying clothes, So, but I really wanted to help. I really have a heart for the community, especially for women, because I know how empowering it is when you start something and it actually works. It's like you have a dream, you start it, and you're actually making money from it. It is very empowering. And as a woman, we need it. We need to have our own, right? So it was then I started thinking of the idea of, you know what? So so fast forward to now, to 2022, I had come up with the better and robust idea of how we can actually house everyone with the Adonia Collective initiative, right? Because Adonia is like the Virgin brand, or brands that they're into different things, but they have one main mission, which is what our main mission is: to empower women to step into their power and to live fuller and more expressive lives. I'm like, why not open an Adonia Collective where different Black businesses will actually come together? This is us solving a problem in a niche right here. And as at December 2022, so this was something we were working on last quarter of last year, and we were able to bring together 31 entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs.
At the first launch.
Miriam, the first launch, it was powerful for me because I could see how when people come together, when women come together, magic happens. We all invited people in our network, and people came for the launch. It was a soft launch in December, because December is usually a very busy month. I would naturally not love to launch something in December, but we had to like we had to enter that market at that time, so that we even know what's possible. Because December is a month when lots of people actually want to shop, right? People want to shop. So we opened, and it's been wonderful. When I see people come in to buy stuff, I'm like, so what if we didn't open the store? I just see us adding value to the community. Like, this is us adding value to the community. Somebody came in today and said, oh, I saw you guys on the news. My child has some allergies, and I saw that you guys have this hair product. I would love to get it for my son. And we've gotten people like people just come in from different places, wanting unique things, wanting things that are not everywhere. And I'm like, every time I send it, because we have a group, I send it to the women. I'm like, you guys are adding value to the community. You guys are adding value to the community. Wow. So, like, do you know the happiness, the joy you're bringing into people's lives just by displaying your products in a mall where people have
The
access to.
access.
The
Yes, access,
access.
yeah,
It's
and
very
access brings
powerful.
visibility because that's another crowd
It
entirely. It's not the
does.
online crowd. This is people
Absolutely.
can actually walk into a
Thank
physical
you.
store and see those products, ask their
Touch and
questions, and
feel.
make a
Yeah.
choice to get those products.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's what I tell people. So when you have a business, in the process of
Yeah,
building awareness and visibility and
no,
all of that, you can't just go one route. So the online platform is there, perfect. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp, and
yeah.
all of those, very excellent. But there are also other ways that you can put out your product. And one of it is displaying it in a collective. I feel that that is the cheapest way to actually get your product in front of people. Do you know how much it is to like go
No,
single-handedly to say I want to open a
it's
shop?
very
It's
expensive.
very
Yeah,
expensive. You're thinking of licensing, you're thinking
yeah.
of insurance, thinking of the POS
The
system,
rent.
you're thinking
Yes,
of the rent,
yes,
thinking
yeah.
of staff, thinking of everything. But if people come together,
Of
then it's like you're
all
sharing costs,
the
and
process.
you have access to
Absolutely.
everybody's
Yeah.
clients. You have access to everybody's clients. So it's so powerful, and I don't know why people will not want to jump onto this. You know, I told you I started this in 2020, and as at, was it 2021, I saw that Black on Toronto opened. I don't know if it was 2021
So
or also
it
same
was
2020, but I know it was
2020.
much
But before
after.
Black owned Toronto,
Okay.
there were I would call them collectives, but they were doing it seasonal. Yeah, because I think they were testing
Oh,
their
I
strengths. So, but
see.
Black owned CEO,
It's
they were like the
strength.
first full-fledged collective, Black collective to open
Right?
full out.
And
Yeah,
that just gave me so much confidence because it was
on a
something I
low
was already
scale.
doing on a
Yeah,
low scale. And then as soon as that came out, people started sending it to me that,
yes,
Johnny,
yes,
this is what you're trying to
yes.
do. Look at it, look at it. And I was like, oh my. So you know how somebody does something that
Yes,
you're in the line of doing it, and it
you.
just really
Mm,
inspires you, right? And I tell people, even Adonia Collective is not the only one that should be in Calgary. We need to have more of this. One person
absolutely
cannot
not.
solve this
Yeah,
problem. One company, one organization cannot solve this problem. We need to
everywhere.
have this
Yeah,
visibility everywhere, everywhere, because it's really tough for us to enter into a lot of spaces. So why don't we build our table ourselves and then try as if
yeah.
we go as a collective, we it's easier for people to actually even listen to you. So I've been sending emails to news channels, that we have a Black
Yeah.
History Month event coming up, and
Yeah,
we've been
and
getting some
I must
positive
commend you
responses.
on that interview as well because it went viral because we didn't even get to see it at this end until some
My
days ago. And
goodness.
people were asking me because
Oh,
we put it on
wow.
some of our community platforms here in Ontario, and they're asking me, "Oh, where is she? Where is the store?" I'm like, "No, the store is in Calgary." But you can reach out to the brands. They've
Calgary.
been tagged on the video. You can reach out to the brand owner, and
Wow.
so yeah, it's visibility at all levels is very important, very very important. So I must really commend you on that, getting the
Yeah,
media into the stories behind the brand owners. It's another thing to list your products, but there are times you need to tell your story as well on why it is important.
absolutely. And for me, this collective is going to be different
Yeah,
because there are so many collectives around. Maybe not the Black owned ones in Calgary. There are so many other collectives owned by Canadians and all of that, where people just drop their products and that's it.
yeah,
Like nothing happens. But I'm trying to make this different in such a way that we are actually going to be doing some marketing. So we have a page, we have a
the
social media
products.
person that will post
Okay,
on behalf of this brand. Also, we are not sitting down. We want to get into the news as much as possible. Any event happening in the city, we
into
want to
it. Yeah,
tie our
yeah.
stories into it. We're going all out. We want to
Mhm.
do events for the community, just to showcase Black excellence, that we are here
Wow,
and we're not playing. And we
that's
have excellent products.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So I want to shout out to all listeners. Please, if you can rep your city, your province, we want to know where you're tuning in from. I can see people from Ontario that I know, but just want this to be very, what word will I use? Engaging. Yeah, thank you. So if you can rep your city, if you're a business person, let us know. Just rep in the comment section. Yeah, we want everybody to be involved in this conversation because I can see someone calling my name. Let's do this. So, so go, yeah,
Hi, thanks.
going back to the topic of the day, visibility. Um, okay, yeah, a
Hi,
lot, of
TJ.
Calgary people. Yep, yep.
Hi, Sharp Choice. Okay, I see my
So.
people here now.
Okay, Juice Cream. Okay, so because I don't have
Jules.
I was supposed to announce this in a group on WhatsApp when this live starts. So I'm going to Navern and Juliet, please, if you can post the link of the live back into the Entrepreneurs Hub, because I'm using one phone today, so I can't even do so much. Yeah, so please, if you get, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I see my
that's
Calgary
good.
people hailing me
Yeah.
here.
So please,
Hi,
Juliet, please,
hi.
if you're able to help me post the live into the group so people can know that it has started. Thank you. So, yeah. So going back to the topic for today, visibility. Yeah. Okay. Navern, please, thank you so much. Yeah, if you can do that as well. Visibility is key, very essential. One of my favorite topics to talk about is visibility, and visibility is in stages. It's like you've just talked about the collective that you can't only depend on the online space because, and for the past 1 year,
Yeah,
ever since the restrictions have been lifted, I've noticed that people want to go out and shop. They want to engage. They want to
yeah,
meet the brand owners. They want to listen to your story.
yeah,
So it's not about
yeah,
the research right now, except
absolutely.
people kind of like know you very well. The first time your product passes through someone online, they might not even engage. But if someone goes to
Yeah,
an event,
yeah,
it
absolutely.
the statistics is like maybe 60 to 70% that they will actually engage with a physical product they see themselves. If there are questions surrounding it, and that's why
Absolutely.
the collective is very, very like it's very important. And kudos for going all out to get that done because it's another thing to have an idea, it's another thing to
Thank you.
execute. So I can
I know.
imagine. So
Tell me about
can
it.
you just touch on why visibility is very, very important? Building it at all levels for a business owner.
Okay. Okay, so sincerely, you have done no one any good if you have good products, good services, and nobody knows about it. You have good products, they're just in the basement. Maybe a few of your friends that come to visit you, if you have time, you show them. Like, that's not enough. It's not enough for your friends and family alone to know about your product and your services. You, I don't see the problem you're solving because your friends and family will always hail you, even if you drink
Hmm.
water. So you don't know. So you don't know what you actually don't even know the gold that you carry. It's when other people that don't know you from Adam actually see your product. They are the ones that can very well critique it. They can tell you what's working, what you can do better.
So
But because
sorry,
they don't
I'm
know
sorry
you.
to cut you.
Just
I just want people to know that it is very important they listen to you now because the next time they will hear you talk about this, it might be a paid event. So they are getting free consultation and free information. Yeah, because it's like
yeah, thank
I've
you.
been telling
Thank you
people
for that.
I've been paying for so many webinars for the past, I think, 3 months on visibility because now it's in stages and it's evolving. And a lot of people don't even know. So it is very important as an entrepreneur.
I
This life
know.
is very important. I'm also hosting a visibility webinar very soon. Visibility goals for 2023. And it's a paid session. So whatever, anybody that is opportune to be on this live, to listen to you, this is a fantastic opportunity. So now we're even going out of the normal.
Thank you,
This is no
Miriam.
longer about, okay, whether you're putting your stuff in the store or whether you're doing online. Like this is a very important topic. that needs to be needs to be dealt with, so that business owners going into 2023,
Absolutely.
so that if you don't get the expectations you put yourself on, you don't have, like, you cannot. I'm saying it now that there are some levels to this thing. So yeah, so you can go on. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah, and I love how you said it in stages. So I'll share three ways we can actually, build brand visibility. So the first way is to first
Okay.
work on your mind that your friends and family buying products is not enough. Whatever you're making from that, it is not enough. You can always go higher. And if it's just your friends and family buying those products, you don't even have feedback. You don't know how you can improve. You don't have real, authentic feedback. So the first thing is to work on your mind. Like, my products deserve to be with Justin Trudeau. My products
Wow.
deserve to be with Michelle Obama, to be with different people, not just people that you know. It deserves to be in the shelves. It deserves to be in places, in malls, where people actually go to shop. People go to shop
Absolutely.
for Louis
Yeah.
Vuitton. People go to shop for Sephora. Your products deserve to be there. So it's really about working on your mind first. Because without that mind work, you can't really go anywhere. You just do one thing and you're tired. No. You need to work on your mind that your product is deserving, because you are deserving. Forget about black, white, or any of those racial things. Your product, as a person, as a human being in this world, your business deserves to be to have visibility, to be everywhere. That's one. Two, consistency is where people actually fail out. So you try something for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, it doesn't work. You throw it away. You try something else, it doesn't work. Consistency is what will give you that brand visibility. Where I am coming every day and I'm seeing you are posting, there are days you post, maybe you only have one like, it's okay. But you believe in your product, right? Keep posting, keep adding value, keep building that community. Just keep adding value, ask questions, just keep showing up, really. Consistency. Don't hide 2022. You're now back 2023. January, you're like, I'm back. And then you run away in
Wow.
March again. I see that a lot. And I'm like, how? We don't even know. If we don't see you, then you're not there. Right? Right? So consistency is huge, is a very huge part of visibility. And the third point I will give is one channel is not enough. You want to try different channels. And I know that all of these things require money, but you can decide that, okay, this year I'm going to focus on maybe Facebook and Instagram ad, and then one other thing, right? Try different channels. If you've tried online and you see that some parts of it work, if you want to grow your influence, you can try maybe the in-store presence as well. Try the market. Try some people, their business model, all
It's
of their
around
business model is
market.
around markets. Because some people that's where they shop. Trade shows, markets, and then you can have a calendar of markets. Maybe you're going for markets almost every week. That is brand visibility. People that go for markets, the locals know them. They know them. They know them. They know their story. You see them. In fact, it was when I opened a Adonia Collective, I see the differences between the brands. People walk in and they just go to some of those brands like, oh yeah, I saw this at this market. Oh, I really like the shea butter. Oh, I saw the spice at this market. I really like, people know them because they've been going to markets. While some brands, they've invested a lot on Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and all.
Well,
People know them. And when I'm saying people, not just our people, like
people.
random people. Do you understand? Know them, right? So it's very important to understand that one way, my people will say on Waja, meaning one way does not enter markets, right? So you want to try, and I know that a lot of us are quite conservative on spending, but really, visibility is a stage in marketing, right? And marketing is the blood of your business. It's like
Please, can
the
you
blood that
hammer that
actually
more? I'm going to do a quote
that
on what you
blood.
just said now. Marketing is the
No,
blood of any business.
marketing, marketing.
Tomorrow, I'm going to release a content on
Yes,
that.
because really, really, if you're not marketing, nobody, even big brands are still,
Okay,
McDonald's is still marketing. You need to keep market. Keep yourself in people's faces. Let them know, because there are
every
thousands of brands
day.
that
So
are
I'm going to
showing
give you
up
an example
every
of what
single
happened this
day.
evening. So
Every day.
I just got back from one of the largest bridal shows in Canada. They do it every year at the Toronto Convention Center. I saw banks and insurance company there, and I was asking them, what are people looking for here? They said they're offering bridal insurance, wedding insurance, wedding gown insurance. I'm like,
Yes,
they
yes.
got
Everybody's
boots.
thinking outside of the box. Absolutely. Somebody told me that she's still with TD Bank till today, because she came to school in Canada about 20 years ago, and they had a booth at the
Yeah,
student orientation day, something, and they were offering them, I think,
yeah.
$500 credit card or something like that. And
Till
that's how
today,
she's still their client till today. So if that bank, if TD Bank did
to
not go
get a boot. Yeah,
at their student orientation information, and so a lot of these things a
yeah.
lot of us want instant gratification, and it may not happen immediately. We go to shows that like, oh, I didn't even
Yeah,
sell much. How many clients did I make? But
yeah.
you have that
We
visibility. What are you doing? What are you doing to
absolutely
follow up on those
to
clients,
them.
to add value to them? So you've gotten a few bridal contacts. What are you doing to add value to them, even if they haven't booked you yet? You can send them different things to prepare for their wedding day. But by the time they are thinking of a vendor to use, or a vendor to use for their friend, they will remember you, because
Absolutely,
at least you have their email,
absolutely.
right? So just as you
It's in
said,
stages. Yeah,
visibility is in different stages. But first you need to be in front of people, and you can be in front of people through ads, through
yeah, yeah.
displaying your product in physical
Wow.
stores, through different things, right? So so those 3 points: work on your mind, be consistent with whatever strategy you're trying out, and then number 3, you really, really just want to ensure that you understand that one way
Okay.
will not enter the market. You need to try out different channels, and not just trying out. A lot of those channels actually work. So try and
Absolutely.
see what
And,
works for
and,
you,
and build on
and
it.
then
Yeah. The
and then
worst thing
focus
that
on
can
it.
happen is not even trying
Yeah,
at all. And you're just assuming, like you
it's
just talked
so
about something
assuming.
very important, trade shows, pop-ups. There are some vendors that would call and be asking for the number of people that will attend. Like they've not even gotten there. They're already asking of the number of people that will attend, as if that is even the main thing. They're not even talking of strategies that they themselves will use to attract people online, that they are coming to so pop up. Oh, please meet me there. Their email marketing strategy. Are you going to be grabbing emails from prospects at the venue? The publicity you're going to be doing. Like literally leave everything to the hands of the organizer. Okay, I've paid. What's my business? The organizer has a role to play. But you as the vendor,
Exactly.
you have a role to play as well.
Absolutely. And I would love to say something. One of my friends said something: if you don't try, you don't know. When we opened Collective last month, some of those vendors, the kind of sales they made. In fact, the vendors that you would think, how much is this thing that they are selling? $2.99,
Wow.
$3.99. Some of them are the ones that actually got
Wow.
very massive sales. People are just picking it. Oh, wow, this is here. I want it. I want it. It is in your
Nobody's
business.
saying
Nobody
it.
is seeing
Yeah,
it. Bloggers are coming. Bloggers are coming in to film content about this product because they see it. It's easier than
absolutely.
them trying to email
Yes.
you. I would like to blog about your product. Where can we meet?
Mm,
Can you
no.
ship it to me? Can you? No, they don't need to talk to me. They just come into the store. They're like, oh, I like this product.
And
I want
you
to
wouldn't
get it.
even know until you get a
Go
tag by
ahead.
someone online that they walked into the store to
Exactly.
film the product.
Exactly. So it's so powerful. And if you don't try, you don't know. I know a lot of people are scared, like, oh, if I pay this amount,
Yeah.
how much I'm gonna make this amount back. And I'm like, what? Well, if you
You don't
don't know, if you don't
know.
try, you don't know. But you really want to try it and put in your best. do all the marketing.
Yeah.
Beyond us doing our own
Market.
marketing, you do your own marketing as well. And let's just put our best foot forward, because a lot of people, it's a side hustle for them. Business is a side hustle for them. And I'm like, okay, what's really your plan? What's your goal? Oh, my goal is that if I start making enough more, like double my salary, I'm going to quit my job because I don't really like my job. If that's your role, if that's your goal, then you need to focus on building that
Very
business.
important.
If that is really your, so you need to ask people why, because some people are just saying, oh, I want to grow my business, but really they're not really interested in that business. They just want to
As
have
a
a
side
side
also.
hustle because everybody has a
Yep.
side hustle. Right. But if you really focus on growing it, it's gonna grow. I'm just sincerely, for me, even the Adonia Collective, I was just like, let's try it and see. But now I'm more convinced that the
Needs it.
city, the community needs a
Absolutely.
collective, and a collective especially that will help Black businesses. Some people, I couldn't take their products because their products are just not up to standard. You cannot walk into a store and just pick a dress that has no
Is
size.
it more?
Is it
Is it
medium?
large?
Is it small? Is it large? Is it size 8? Is it? Can you go and label it when you're ready? Come back. How will you grow your business if things are not properly done? No excellence. Here we're trying to showcase Black excellence. So I'm trying to. So for me, it's not a matter of saying go. Oh no, we rejected you. No, I'm going to teach you what to do and
So
tell you you can come
basically,
back.
they're even getting
But go and work on it.
consultation while trying to get into the collective. Because
Oh, like
yeah,
Adonia Collective is such a
wow,
big deal. Every month we have master classes from subject matter experts. Every month we have an
yeah,
event, at the store, and it's just it's a whole package. So for me, I'm like, if you have to commit to at least 6 months. If you are there for
yeah.
6 months, three things are sure. You're going to be better educated about business because you would have attended at least 6
Okay.
of our master classes. You are going to have visibility for your business because at least once in a quarter we're going to have news. The news come over to us for one thing or the other. I already know how to write
Absolutely,
those
and
stories to
that's what
best
I must
come.
commend
So
you
you are
about. And it's not
definitely
even
going to have
before you learn the
visibility.
collective, no? Even Adonia Beauty, there's been so many media attention on every project you do.
I know.
So it's yeah, and so having the collective
I
now is even a
know.
bonus because now you
It's
can
just
now integrate the media into the collective. So it's yeah, you've done so well. Even Unmask Your Beauty, I'd always told someone, I said, I'm going to host something like what Doing does in Calgary. Been following this since 2019. That was before
oh
the
my
lockdown. That's for a lot
goodness.
of people. And that's why you see, there are times,
Yeah.
like I say, everything is in stages. But if you want it, you can work
Mm,
towards it. Yes. And there's so
absolutely.
many things you've
Absolutely.
done. And like I say,
Absolutely.
I give people their flowers. You are, I don't know about anywhere else, but
Thank
you're a
you.
force to reckon with in the business industry here in Canada. Um,
Thank
it has nothing
you.
to do with
Thank
race.
you. I'm
You've
grateful.
paved way for a lot of
Mm-hmm.
brands and a lot of platforms. So now
Thank
we're now
you.
going to go into the
Thank
collective
you.
because now we have a lot of entrepreneurs. How can
Okay.
they get on board? It's in
Okay.
Calgary, but distance is no barrier as far as I'm concerned. And you
It's
can
no
ship your
barrier
things
at
down.
all. We
Yeah,
have people from Nova Scotia, people from everywhere sending us messages. We would love to join. I am more than happy to host as many Black businesses as possible. We're planning
that's
for
great.
Black
Yeah,
History Month next month, and I'm already gathering pictures of all the women. Like, I can't wait for the news to capture all the faces of Black people that actually own
wow, in the
those products
store. Okay.
in the collective. I just
Yeah.
cannot wait. Yeah, so we're taking products from different people, skincare, art,
Packaged
food,
food that
packaged food,
has
by the
good
way,
shelf
packaged food
life.
like
Okay.
spices, chin,
Yeah.
tea,
Okay.
good shelf life. So we're
Okay.
taking fashion like clothing. The
Wow.
clothing businesses there are really doing well. Even when I'm
To
looking for stuff now,
check.
I go to Adonia Collective first. Are there
Wow. Yeah.
joggers here? Are there, I want
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
support my people.
Well,
If we
oh,
don't support ourselves,
absolutely.
how are we
Yes.
going to get out
Yeah.
there? Right? Right. Accessories. We're looking for accessories. Yeah, we're looking for beauty products, makeup, everything. And there is because there's already a makeup brand. There can be more than one makeup brand. There
Absolutely.
can be more than two, more than three makeup brands, skincare brands. Yeah, Because sincerely, we cannot focus on competition in the
Or
day,
apps.
in the age we're in right now. If you think you are doing something, 10 other people
They're
in your
doing the same.
neighborhood are doing the same thing. What will pull you apart and set you apart is
Yes.
you, your story, who you are, your personality, everything that makes you you is what will set. So many people are selling
Absolutely.
hair
Yeah.
products now. So many people constantly coming to buy Laura Beauty because there's a powerful story behind it
Yeah.
and they've heard it. You yourself, you have a powerful
It
story.
can't.
Everybody's story
Yeah.
doesn't have to
Yeah.
be from
Riches.
rags
Yeah.
to riches. From it could be anything. My own story is not from any rag to riches. It's just outside of corporate, I thought there was more, and then I started building a brand. I thought I didn't have a story until I started sharing it, and people started getting inspired. So don't think it.
Yeah.
Whatever your story is, share it, put it out there, let people know, because that is what makes you you. And that is what will set you apart. Stop competing. Stop saying, "Oh, that person, you now went to you now," because the thing is, it's sad because our community is small compared to the percentage of our community is small compared to
Yes.
the number of people in Canada. So if we're all chasing the same clients, we're all chasing the same clients. Oh, you went to take photos with that photographer. You've left me. We're no longer friends. That is so petty. So
Yeah.
petty. We need to look beyond that. And that's why I tell people there is no competition in the Odoyan Collective. Bring your product. We're going to interview each entrepreneur. I want to share their stories and put it out there. So we'll start that series very soon. We're going to put their stories out there. Let people know about your brand. Let people know why you started. Let people know what's
Yeah.
special about that brand. And you'll be surprised. You're going to attract your own
Absolutely.
tribe. You
Absolutely.
are going to attract
And
your own tribe.
it's so interesting because when Black Teo also started the rave, the first,
Yeah.
second, third week they
Yeah.
got sold out on so many products. There were so many people that wanted to buy
Wow.
some product, but
Wow.
because
Wow.
maybe it was far away, but because they opened in a very popular mall, people were just
Mm,
going. People were just
yes.
going there. And because almost
Wow.
every day there was, at least I went
Wow.
there twice within 2 months. There were always cameras in front,
Wow.
like the media, they were
Wow.
always set up in front of the store. No, they
Wow.
did well. The first year, there were always TV stations. They want to interview anyone willing to speak to them.
Wow.
Yes. And,
Are you
then they
serious?
open another one in downtown Toronto and the rave. And one thing I picked out of it was the people entering the stores were not people that looked like us. That ethnicity. And these are people
Mm,
that would not follow you online
mm.
because why did they want to follow?
That's
Yes,
the joy
but
of
because
it.
they noticed that there was a black-owned
Love
store
that.
in the mall, the curiosity triggered them. Yeah,
I love what you said. You are opening
that's
yourself up to a
yeah,
different type
and
of
that's why
clientele.
it's
So you're opening yourself up to a different type of clientele depending on the strategies you want. If you want to focus on having it in store, having your product in store, you have a different set of clientele from people
absolutely.
online. And that's how you start to build your brand. Before you know it, you look back at 5 years and you're like, wow, see what I've done. In 10 years, maybe a big brand might even
Yeah,
want to buy off your brand because you've built it to a point
yeah.
where you can
And
actually
that is what
scale
is
and work
happening
with
in the
limited
US now. A
resources.
lot of big cosmetics brand are buying up black-owned small businesses,
Yeah,
especially in the beauty
yeah.
line.
Small
At least
businesses.
it's happened like 3 times
Yeah.
within the space of
I
6 months.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I've seen that
it,
too. I follow all those beauty and I'm like,
it is
OMG.
very
Wow.
important. You need a
Wow.
storefront. There are some things. I look at the Bay, I look at Sephora. Sephora has, I can't even count the number of cosmetics and beauty lines. Everybody has a
Brands.
shelf. You know
Mm.
what you want, but the
Thank
visibility is
you.
there. These are products,
Thank you.
I don't even want to go
Thank
search for
you.
them online. My mind says I go to Sephora,
Mm.
I'll get it there. And that's the
Sephora, you
same thing
find
for
them.
black-owned stores as
Absolutely.
well. There's so many people
Absolutely.
following some brands that they
Absolutely.
don't know, but they can't actually connect with them online.
Mm.
Yeah. And that is it's
Mm.
like it's common sense. There are some people that readily they won't even trust you when they see your product online. But the same people would buy those products when they see it in a storefront or maybe at an event. Human
You are
connection is very
so
important.
right.
We can't leave that out.
You are so right. Because
Yeah,
for all we know, we are communicating in the we are communicating in the language that we know. And I don't mean language. I mean, you can only communicate how you know how to communicate. Even if you go
yeah,
for communication lessons and all of that, the fact that you did not grow up here, you can never communicate to a local the way a local will communicate to themselves.
absolutely.
If you understand what I mean. So online, if you're trying to, bring just like a very good example of what I'm trying to say is the Unmask Your Beauty conference. I put it out there like it's a women's event. Different people come to Adonia store, white, everybody. But when I put it out there, I don't know how I'm communicating the thing. 99% of Black people are there. In fact, the white people that are there, I know them, maybe personal friends, or maybe we're supporting
Yeah,
a charity. Do you understand? And I'm like, what are we saying? How are we? And then with time, I just stopped disturbing myself about it. I'm like, you know what? If for the conference, if it's Black people that will come that
absolutely.
it speaks to, it is fine. How we will get other people is two different channels. If my
Yeah,
product enters Sephora
they will
today,
buy because
white
that is
people
where
will
they
buy it
go.
now, and they won't even
Yeah,
know. They don't even know me. Exactly. Right. Right. So it's tough to really change
yeah,
the core of who we
yeah.
are, and we want to be as authentic as possible. But most importantly, we want to showcase excellence so that our products
Anywhere.
can
Yeah,
enter anywhere. And let's start. What I'm saying here is let's start
yeah,
from building our own table, and then from building our own table, it's easy to send emails to different organizations to say, you know what, we are a Black collective. We want to come. In fact, Black History Month, I'm so scared because I'm like, we can actually have events
Hmm.
every weekend in different malls because I don't know any other organization that has in Calgary that has just a Black collective,
Black.
not BIPOC, not just Black, and it's a Black
Wow.
History Month, right? So I really want us to go all out that month. Like do an event in Westbrook, do an event in Chinook, do an event in different places. Let people just know
That's
us. Let people
fantastic.
know that we exist.
So I can see that you dropped the contact details for the collective if you're interested in putting your
Yeah,
products. So you have to send an email to info@adonia.com. And also you can follow them on
yeah,
social media. Pretty sure if anyone sends a message to Adonia Collective, there would always be someone there to reply
yeah,
them. The
yeah.
main thing is
Absolutely.
distance is no barrier. And I'm even encouraging people that are in Ontario that irrespective
No,
of whether the collective is in Calgary, it means you're flying your product out to Calgary without even you being there physically.
in
So it's a
fact,
big win.
I would
It's a big win.
love,
If you're in
I would love
Saskatchewan, if
to
you're in
have
Manitoba, and
products in
the funny
Chicago.
thing is, because Alberta and Ontario has like there's so many events all year round for entrepreneurs. Other smaller cities don't get that much visibility. They don't. Some of them are already catching up, like Nova
Mm,
Scotia. But there are times, times
mm,
without number. Most of them only sell to audience within their city. Yes,
mm.
majority only sell to
Wow,
audience within their city. I've had discussions
wow.
around it with several people from other provinces. A lot of them would love to stock their items in other provinces. Yeah, but a lot of people don't, they don't even know
Mm.
how to go about it. Yes. There were
How to
so
go
many products
about
from
it?
other
Yeah.
provinces I saw at
So,
the Black owned TO store. So, and I know, I guess, over time with
wow, wow.
visibility. So now you have the collective in Calgary. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win
Yeah,
situation because
absolutely,
if you don't get your product out there, you will
absolutely.
never know who might be interested in it. Yeah.
I
So,
know, and it's just so exciting for me. I'm like, wow. Whenever I see, because we have a daily report form, so I tell my staff to fill it every day, and I'm asking how many people came in today, how many people bought, and I'm just shocked because the mall we're in is not even
oh,
one of the big
okay.
malls in Calgary. But I'm like, let's even numbers like, oh, 40 people entered today, 50 people entered, 45,
That's a, that's
42.
a,
I'm
that's a
like,
good number. Yeah.
okay, we're doing
That's a
something
good
here,
number.
right?
Yeah. And so what you talked about the length,
Wow.
the period, how long can they commit to, to,
So it's 6 months because I believe that you need consistency. Because I know how some people, a lot of people can just be like, oh, I didn't do well first month, second month, and they pull out. That's not enough. The least amount of time you need to stay
Okay.
there for is at least 6 months. See if month one doesn't go well,
Month
try
two.
and see what can we do better in month two,
Yeah.
what can we do better in month three, right?
And
then
what I am
we'll go
so,
from there.
like I said, I'm super impressed. I've been, when we talk of business model, I've been studying you for maybe since 2018. The publicity you do, anything that is coming from Calgary, I always check it. If it's not from Madonia, the social media presence, solid, because I'm a big fan of technology, and the way you go all out. Because I remember when you were doing the program at Adonia Beauty for the beauty and cosmetics industry, there was a huge social media presence about that event. And now with the Adonia Collective as well. Someone had to ask me that how is it that Calgary people they get a lot of media attention, like the black entrepreneurs there, and I'm like, oh, everything is from Adonia. Like she's. Yeah, because the video went viral. It was posted on the Network of Nigerians page, and people were sending messages. Oh, this lady, how can we? Somebody even wanted to interview Elora. They felt she was in Toronto. They were like, how can they put her? And I'm like, oh no, she's in Calgary, but you can connect with the page. Maybe they can work out something. Maybe she could do a virtual interview. And guess what? That's big publicity as far as I'm concerned. The name Elora Beauty Products is part of the product on the shelf.
Had people were reaching out from the US.
Yes.
People were reaching out from the US about it. Like they want to buy, they want to know, can they interview her?
Yeah.
Like,
and so basically you didn't stop at Elora Beauty Products is on the shelf. You went the extra mile.
No. And for every brand in that collective, it just like there was just a shift in my mindset. Naturally, I love to support businesses and all. Everybody's businesses win is a win for me, but in a different way for Adonia Collective. Like I feel responsible for those brands, and anything that would give them the publicity, each of the brands, anything that would give them the publicity, the awareness, the sales, and just to catapult them to the next level. Their success is my success. That's how I say it. Is my success because I just feel I'm successful, by building that platform that actually raised awareness.
And when someone asked me recently, what does wealth mean to you? You've just defined it. It doesn't have to be, it's not monetary. If some people don't get it, wealth is being Money
is a result. It's a result. You see, by the time you build people wealth, you build all of this other wealth. Money is
going to come.
It's going to come. It's going to come.
Absolutely. So I am super excited about the collective. I would love everyone, if you're struggling with visibility and you need to take it to the next level. You need to get your products into a store. I've always been saying it here because we have some of the collectives here as well. But now that we have in Calgary, it'll be very, very, very good to get the product across like an interprovincial transaction. So getting people from other provinces to see your products at a storefront. So the 6 months commitment, that means they have to pay at once. Is that so they have to pay for 6 months? Okay. So
for 6 months at once. And sorry, I was gonna say what that will help you do is even if in your mind all you're thinking is okay, for 6 months, let me just be there. You're going to gain clientele that may be lifetime clientele, just the way I talked about TD Bank. So I tell people not to think of it as a 6 month project. But even if you want to think of it as a 6 month project, that, okay, let me be here, gain some visibility, get some new clients, and then, continue in my Ontario, my Nova Scotia, or whatever, it is still worth it.
Okay.
It is still worth it.
That's great. So, and right now, the collective is open to take on new clients in those industries you mentioned: beauty, fashion, packaged foods,
home and lifestyle,
accessories. Okay, well, that's great. And you have a Black History Month event coming up that you'll be sharing stories of all these fantastic entrepreneurs in
In
the
fact, oh
collective.
my goodness. Like I'm looking forward to it, and I'm like, oh my God, will I go have a life in February? Because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
great.
super excited.
I'm
I'm just
like,
super excited
I
about
every
Black
time
History
there's
Month,
always a
and
press event going on with, especially surrounding entrepreneurs in Calgary. It gladdens my heart because it doesn't come cheap here. So in Toronto,
yeah.
because there's a lot of entrepreneurs here, some
Mm,
people cannot get a media.
wow.
No, you have to have done something spectacular, and that's why it's not easy here. The
Oh, I
Black community here is
see.
huge, and
Ah,
so to like I've tried several times. It gets to the point that you might have to pay
ah,
because there's so many
ah,
people on the queue.
ah,
There is so
ah.
many people.
Wow, I
You're not
didn't
the only
know
one doing
that.
anything else. Like
Like,
you have to be extra special.
hey.
Maybe you went to mass or you just got that from duty time with your brother.
Ah,
Yeah.
I
So
get
when you
because the
do
Black
it,
community is huge
yes,
there. But
you
here,
guys
you
get
just
that
say, okay, I
media
get, yeah.
coverage. So it's
Uh,
fantastic. It's
okay.
I don't, like I said, I'm very, very happy that it's
Mm,
getting, and that's why it's so easy for those stories to be shared because our people they need to watch and listen
yeah.
that things can get done.
Mm,
So
absolutely.
encouraging everybody, please,
Yeah.
visibility. And I tell people, I said, this is me. Even before this interview, I always tell people that to scale as a business owner in Canada is two things. You need networking and technology. Those are the two things.
Hmm.
Networking is in
Mm,
stages. I always say it. I
wow.
even have most of
Powerful.
my public speaking events is really surrounding those two areas: technology and networking.
Mm,
Networking is in
and
stages. Part of
networking.
networking is
Wow.
getting your products
Wow.
on the shelf of a store. Your product is networking
Mm,
on your behalf. You're not
mm,
physically there, but your product is there to network
mm,
with other products. People come
mm,
in, they see it.
mm,
Part of networking is attending trade
mm.
shows, attending pop-up
True.
events, attending conferences. You cannot
So
scale as
true.
a business owner
So true.
just doing online in Canada. In North America, it cannot work.
So
People should
true.
quote me today. In the next 5 years,
So
God
true.
keep us. I'll still come back and say
Mm,
it. Because me personally, I know what networking
mm.
has done to my brand. That I can never get that
Done.
opportunity
Wow.
if I was
Wow.
only doing online.
Wow.
Online all comes into
Online.